हेलो एवरीबॉडी, वेलकम टू वेदीफाई। मैं हूं आपकी दोस्त और होस्ट पहेली। डू नॉट फॉरगेट टू प्रेस बेल आइकन टू सब्सक्राइब आवर चैनल एंड गेट एवरी चैप्टर, एवरी एक्टिविटी ऑन द सेम चैनल वेदीफाई। सो विदाउट एनी वेट, लेट्स स्टार्ट आज का चैप्टर।
In our bodies and the bodies of animals, cells communicate with each other to coordinate different activities. One way they do this is by using electrical signals, like tiny bursts of energy. But using electricity has some limitations. It can only reach cells that are connected by nerves, like how your computer can only connect to the internet if it's plugged in or on Wi-Fi also. After a cell sends an electrical signal, it needs some time to get ready before it can send another one. It's like needing a little break before you can run again. Because of these limitations, most animals use a different way to talk to each other's cells, and that's through chemicals. So, signaling two types की है, electrical and chemical. Electrical signal means stimulation to the nearby cell, and chemicals can reach to the farther cells also. बहुत दूर वाली cells तक भी chemical पहुंच सकते हैं. So think about this situation that imagine if cells released tiny chemical compounds instead of electrical signals. These chemicals would spread out around the cell that released them. Other cells nearby can sense these chemicals using special molecules on their surfaces, like little detectors. तो chemical signals का sense कैसे होगा? जो अदर सेल्स हैं, यानी पास वाली जो सेल्स हैं, उनके पास कुछ डिटेक्टर्स होते हैं जिनसे पता चलता है दूसरी सेल को कि कुछ केमिकल रिलीज हुए हैं. This chemical communication might be slower than electricity, but it can reach every cell in the body, not just the ones connected by nerves. Electrical signal कहाँ तक पहुँचता है? उन्हीं सेल्स तक पहुँचता है जहाँ जहाँ nerves connected है सेल्स से. But केमिकल सिग्नल हर एक सेल तक पहुंचता है, उस सेल तक भी जहां नर्व्स कनेक्टेड नहीं है, and it can keep happening steadily and without breaks. For example, if you spray a nice smell in one corner of a room, everyone in the room can eventually smell it. The chemicals carrying the smell spread around. तो ये chemicals कौन है हमारी बॉडी में? These chemicals are hormones. In our bodies, these chemicals are like messages and they are called hormones. Different types of hormones do different jobs. For example, plants also use hormones to help them grow and respond to their environment. These hormones are made in one part of the plant's body and then travel to the parts that need them. Let's take an example. When growing plants detect light, a hormone called auxin synthesized at the shoot tip. It helps the cells to grow longer. When light is coming from one side of the plant, auxin diffuses towards the shady side of the shoot. This concentration of auxin stimulates the cells to grow longer on the side of the shoot, which is away from light. Thus, the plant appears to bend towards light. Another example of plant hormones are gibberellins, which, like auxins, help in the growth of the stem. Cytokinins promote cell division, and it is natural then that they are present in greater concentration in areas of rapid cell division, such as in fruits and seeds. These are examples of plant hormones that help in promoting growth. But plants also need signals to stop growing. So एक plant में क्या ग्रोथ होती रहेगी और होती ही रहेगी क्या? कभी स्टॉप भी करना पड़ेगा ग्रोथ को, क्योंकि इनफाइनाइट ग्रोथ तो नहीं हो सकती है। सो कुछ हार्मोन्स ऐसे भी हैं जो ग्रोथ को इनहिबिट करते हैं, जैसे एब्सिसिक एसिड। Abscisic acid is one example of a hormone which inhibits growth. Its effects include wilting of leaves,